Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Here we are at Bangor Grammar School for the North Down Model Railway Exhibition 2023. Here I am with Ellen, the exhibition manager. She's going to tell us a little bit about the show now and how it's been going.
Thank you so much. We're at day 2 of our show, Saturday and Sunday in Bangor Grammar School. It's been fantastic. We have an amazing selection of layouts for all types of modelling. So primarily trains in OON gauge, etc. But we also have dolls' houses and Lego and agricultural dioramas, warcraft, which I think is amazing. That the exhibition is shifting its focus from train modelling to just pure modelling.
Yep.
If you make it in miniature, we want you to come and enjoy this. So on our Sunday day, it's a quieter day for families. We have great support from our traders as well. So if you're in the market to buy a few bits and bobs, this is a great place to access up to 20 traders in one outing.
Yeah.
So next year we would love to see as many as possible. We're going to be back in Bangor Grammar on the 23rd and 24th of March 2024.
A little bit earlier next year.
It is. We're going to change. Normally we use this slot, which is the week after Easter, but we've been working with the facilities team at the school and they think it might be better if we do it as the school's break for that Easter 2-week holiday.
Okay.
So we're going to set up on the Friday and run Saturday and Sunday next year.
Excellent.
So hopefully that will be good for families as well as they start their Easter break.
That's great. Okay. Thanks very much, Ellen.
Thank you so much too for supporting us.
That's all right. No problem. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Hi, I'm stood here with Tom. He's the chairman of the North Down Model Railway Society and he's going to tell us a little bit about the club.
Okay, the North Down Model Railway Society has been on the go from about 1978.
Okay.
We're based in Bangor, in Central Avenue, and we currently have a number of layouts operating in the club room and building at least one new one. And people can come along, visit, any Monday and Wednesday night.
Okay, so you meet Monday and Wednesday night, half 7.
Monday and Wednesday night from about 7:30.
Okay.
I suppose right now we're
Taking members.
in a position that we can take in some new members.
Okay.
We're looking to try and attract some younger people into the hobby.
Yeah.
And that can be difficult from time to time, to get some of the younger people in.
Yeah.
And we're all getting a little bit older. So we'd like to pass on some of the skills that we have to the younger people. So we have a group of people who have certain skills in terms of what we do. So the other banner over here sort of shows what we can do in terms of woodwork, building the baseboards, the electronics that need, and now with the new electronics, DCC, we're involved in that as well. But we want to keep some of the older bits as well, because not everybody's into the like of the new electronics. So we have analog DC as well. So we're I suppose modern enough in some ways, but trying to retain some of the
old skills. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks to Tom and Ellen for that little chat and explanation of the exhibition here and the club. What follows now is clips of all the layouts. Some of the exhibitors were kind enough to speak to me and give an explanation of their layouts, so listen out for that. And then following that, we've all the other things outside the model railways. So we've got some doll houses, we've got farm scenes, aircraft, everything like that. So make sure you watch the whole video and you can see everything that's on show here at the North Down Model Railway Show. So here we have a modular T-track N-scale layout. I'll put some information up on the screen and you can pause the video to read it, tell you a little bit about what T-track is. So basically you can see this is all different modules built by different people and then just all connected together so you can have one massive running session. Here we have some vintage O gauge. This is 3-rail. You can see they have a lot of tin plate coaches and wagons. The Glen Abbey layout at the show, and this is William, and he's going to tell us about the layouts.
Okay, so I'm William from the Glen Abbey Model Railway Club, and this is Mervyn, and that's Valerie from our club, 3 of the members from our club. And what we have brought today to the show is 2 of our N-gauge layouts. This one was built by one of our former club members, and at the minute it's running a lot of trains from different countries. We've got Japanese, we've got German, we've got English trains running on it, and we have done lots of modifications to this layout since we got it. We've added pieces to it and built it up. Our other wee layout here, over here, is our lockdown. This is our lockdown round and round, which was built by one of our club members during the COVID lockdown. He did this to pass his time while he was stuck in the house. And as you'll see shortly, coming round out of the tunnel is Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle. And no model railway show is complete without a Thomas the tank engine. Everybody has to have a Thomas. So our club meets just outside Glengormley every Wednesday evening. We have N-gauge layouts, we have double O-gauge layouts. We have a number of members who do scenery, a number of members who do, like me, who does electrics and baseboards. We have other people with different skills. So everybody chips in. We're very much a beginners club and a welcoming club. Anybody who wants to come along, welcome.
Thank you very much, William.
Okay.
Right, I'm here with Brendan from First Bangor Model Railway Club, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this layout.
Okay, the layout's about 20 years old. It's DCC, which is the modern model railway system. I think initially it was built to not represent any particular part of the country, but just I think it's built basically as a kind of a post-war railway. And initially it was steam locomotives and 1940s, 50s rolling stock and so forth. But since I joined the club, then it's moved into the 21st century with more modern European locomotives and so forth. I reckon probably about 15 to 20 club members took part in the building of it, and it's still under development as well. Scenery-wise, there's always a few changes from one month to the next and so forth. It's made up of 6 units or modules, and we pack it into a trailer, bring it up to the show, take it out. It takes about 45 minutes to put it together and get everything running, and then about an hour to take it apart and pack everything away and take it away.
So how many operators do you need to run it?
Theoretically, one person could run it, but he's laughing at me because I'm famous for running locomotives into each other. If you have 2 running on the same track and you take your eye off the ball and talking to someone, then but 2 operators can run the whole thing quite easily. So.
What DCC system are you using to run it?
Digitrax.
Digitrax, yes, Digitrax.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not my favourite, but that's what the club decided on, basically. So.
All right, thank you very much, Brendan. Thanks for telling us a bit about it.
Okay, you're very welcome. Hope it helps.
This is a 00 scale Neen Wharf by David O'Rourke. Here we have Model Railway Society of Ireland. This is a 00 scale layout of Ballygluin and Castletown. Here we have a N-gauge layout. This is from the North Down Club. This is a North Down layout. This is O gauge, and this is Woodburn Holt. here we have a 00 scale Adams layout, and this is by Adam Berry. So here we have Farquhar, 00 gauge layout. So here we have the 009 layout, Hunker Down by Max Strong. So this is a 009 modular layout. I'll put some details up on the screen on the modules. This 00 scale Scout Stay Out by Stephen Marshall. Complete with a scout camp.
What's our next exhibition? Have you got one? That's all right, goodness. Good to see you. Yep. In the centre of the town, we're first bank of church. Oh, we're first bank of church. Yeah. The one with the big tree. I keep meaning to look around. Oh, well, please do. Yeah. Right, well, we meet on Mondays. Yeah. Really, every week. But yeah, we're holding on.
Stay with Gordon Hunt, having a look at his layout of Donegal, and he's going to tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, folks. Well, basically, it comes from happy childhood memories because we used to holiday in Malile, a nearby seaside town, and walk in a couple of nights a week to Donegal to get ice cream in the cabin. So we're talking about 1954-55, and then although the station closed, excuse me, in 1950, the station building was still open, and it was a bus station then at the back end. There's a little cameo of myself and my two sisters inside the station building because we used to print our names out in a little aluminium strip. So that's, as I say, the basis of this is just childhood memories. The station, as I say, closed in 1950, so this is a representation of what it would have looked like. It is to scale. It has been, I've got some old photographs from the Irish Independent in Dublin, aerial views, which allowed me to ensure that the buildings were all put in the right place as well. As you can see, it was a main place for coal coming in from England. Also, Donegal was linked to Port Patrick in Scotland, so a lot of the people who immigrated from Scotland into Ireland, sort of Northern Ireland, came through Donegal. up until some years had gone by, and there was difficulty with weather conditions and berthing boats, and the cross-channel trip was lost and it was given to Lawrence and Rower. But in the meantime, Donegal still continued. As you can see, I've put everything in. You have your the station building itself. It came from a Newtonard's goods hall. The buildings along the front here, soldiers were billeted here during the Second World War. It also was an original carpet factory before Cyril Lord's factory took over. It was a dance hall, it was a boxing venue. We move over here then to the goods shed, which is quite large for the town. And again, that was bringing carpets, would you believe? There's a couple of wagons up here because with Cyril Lord's carpet factory, they were shipped all over the world, and we have a shipment here going to Russia as well. So moving on down, we have a double road engine shed here. This is asbestos cement one. The original one over beside the turntable, it was on an ordnance survey map. It got about 1906. I couldn't get a photograph of it, but I was able to copy it from Donegal one down at Ballynahinch itself. So the turntable, as you see, was working there. A lot of people didn't realise this, to be honest. Moving on down, if I could pick out what are known as the sunrise gates. These are basically all around County Down, and they're connected to the Belfast and County Down Railway. So I had to make sure that the sunrise gates, everybody knows about if you live in County Down, you'll know about the sunrise gates. Moving on down, the representation of a large nursery that was in this area. This is all gone, and it's now being replaced by very expensive bungalows down in Donegal. There are two six-wheelers here because I'm making up a rake of six-wheelers. Again, Belfast and County Down were renowned to have all six-wheelers at the time. So these were camping coaches, and they were, after the station closed, they were parked up in the station bay. So, but I'd like to have a representation here because these were used by people to have their summer holidays, and that's why we have the outside toilet here in the corner. All right, so we move on through a pedestrian bridge which is still there, Norwin Avenue, and that takes you on to Newtonard's and Cumber, and eventually back to Belfast, Queen's Quay.
Right, thank you very much, Gordon.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Here we have a 00 scale, Moorhead Sidings by Ulster Motor Railway Club. This is a 00 scale, Bell Eclair by South Dublin MRC. This layout is a refurbishment of the NDMRS Ballyclare layout to become a French SNCF layout set in Brittany in the 1980s, operated by software on an iPhone and a tablet.
No, it's
we have double O gauge, County Durham Railway, and this is by Northeast Steam. Hi, I'm here with William. This is Little Japan, and he's going to tell us a little bit about it.
Well, yes, this is Little Japan, so I've tried to give the sense of what it's like to visit Japan and travel on the Shinkansen, the bullet train, in a busy suburban sort of area. I've had a few visits to Japan over the last few years and came back with some of this Kato model railways. And just collected it and decided this year I would try and build a Japanese layout. So I started it in February and I've been working at it sort of full time nearly since February. So it's taken me about eight weeks or so.
8 weeks to do this?
Yeah. So I've done a lot, to be fair, but I had a deadline, so that sort of always gives you a bit of an incentive to get on with it. So it's been really good fun actually, because it's a nice simple DC layout. The track is mostly Kato set track sort of stuff, just clips together, and very very robust, very easy to work with. And I've used some Pico flexi track to make it all fit together. So it's given me an opportunity to get my Japanese stuff out instead of my double O stuff for a change.
Right. Thank you, William.
No problem.
Here we have N-Scale Scaysville, Charlie's Ridge, and this is by the First Bangor Model Railway Club. So here we have an O gauge. This is Hornby Meccano tin plate, wind up, and the buildings on here are these people here, so you can look them up. So here we have an O-scale, Prospect Road, TMD. 10 scale layout. And this is by Wexford Model Railway Club.
Really, really good, and it's very easy to do them. And look, we had a passing line.
Here we have a 00 scale layout. This era is 1950s to 60s. This is Fenay Junction, and it's by the Northern Counties Group. Here we have Earn Model Railway Club, and this is Circus in Town, a 00 gauge. Here we have Ballymagaret by First Bangor Model Railway Club, and it's a 00 gauge. So I'm here now with Cliff, and he's going to talk to us about his Z-scale layout and also his T-scale. So we'll start over here with the Z-scale, so just tell us a little bit about it.
I only bought my first engine in November last year, a wee starter pack. Before I knew it, I was hooked. Bought a few more engines and bits, and then I had a thought to make a layout, which I'd never done before. And then come start of the year, I started thinking about what to do, planning it. February I bought the baseboards and stuff, the polystyrene, and I reckon it was complete in about 6 weeks.
6 weeks to do this?
6 weeks, missing a few wee figures and stuff, just wee tweaky things.
You're going to be making a lot of model railway people jealous by saying 6 weeks.
I had to check last night all my dates on a piece of paper. Then in the meantime, because I'd got that over Christmas, I'd spotted the T-gauge, which a friend had told me about, and I bought a wee starter kit of that out of curiosity. But I was immediately hooked because I realised you could buy all the houses and landscape stuff the same way with the bigger scales, perhaps just trimming them down to fit. So while I was still building the Z gauge, I decided I'd found this little acrylic case I had, and I thought I could make a micro layout to show the capability, the possibilities of T-scale, because I think, as you can see, it is possible to build a layout in T-gauge. So my next project is to build a full-scale layout in the T-gauge, hopefully this year. Just putting on a lot more landscape, a lot more ideas, because you can compress so much into maybe a 6-7 foot layout with T-gauge that you can't do even in Z. And the stuff is all becoming much more available. There's a dealer in Scotland now bringing the stuff into the UK, and there's a couple of people building the buildings in 3D, and they're actually really good quality. They're slightly embossed, so they're quite easy to paint, which is great when you've got old eyes.
Just to give people an idea of the size of this, I'm going to take one of these sheets, which is A4, and just put it on top of the layout. So you can see that's an A4 sheet, and that's the size of the layout.
And I can show you another engine. That's their the freight version, which has the engine in it, which is created from the thing that vibrates in a mobile phone.
Okay, so that's how it works.
Clever Japanese chap 10, 12 years ago decided he could make some of that as a project, and it worked. At first, of course, it was nearly all Japanese, and it's a Japanese company. Most of the stuff, as far as I can see, is made in China. But there is now some UK, British type things coming on the market, and there's also people creating them out of 3D printers. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think there's a lot more stuff like this to come. So I'm looking forward to getting some more.
Okay, thanks very much. Here we have some mechano trains. This is G-scale track. Here we have Donegal Road. It's O-scale. It's by North Downs Model Railway. So here we have Treeburst Park. It's a double O-scale layout, and it's by First Bangor Model Railway Club. And again, this is a lovely layout. It shows you what you can pack into a small space.
I know for a fact that a percentage of it has already been
So here we have Mill Road, double O scale by North Down Model Railway Society. I'm here with Nick from Rule 1 Model Railways, and he's going to tell us about his 3D printed layout here.
Yeah, thank you very much for taking the time to have a look with me. So last year we brought along a computer controlled model railway. That was kind of expensive, and a lot of people commented on that. This time we've gone for the complete opposite end. This layout in this section just around here was around £20, pretty much in the entirety, all of the stuff apart from the vehicles you see on it. And the way we'd done that, we had the 3D printer already, given that was £200 in the beginning. But all of the plastics you can see on this here have been designed or adapted through the Tinkercad software for this layout and printed out. The plastics on that probably cost around about £5, including all the supports around the back.
Well, they're all plastics, well, they're 3D printed.
These are all 3D printed as well.
Okay.
And the electronics underneath are all just components that I put together. Again, just off of Amazon cheap bits there. So we've gone right to the other end of the scale. 20 quid. You can have a whole layout all in one go.
So this is all N scale, isn't it?
Yeah, this is all N scale. I just wanted to bring something along that shows what you can do on a budget and what you can do in a limited space. There's no such thing as you can't have a layout really when it's this small.
And you said you brought this here today in a bag on the train?
Yeah, this come today in a bag on the train. They fit in the luggage rack nicely, and all the spare bits, they just go in a shoebox. So.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Nick.
Welcome, thank you.
If you want to see the layout you had last year, I'll link the video to the show last year, and you can see Nick's layout in that. Hi, I'm here with Donal and Dara. This is their first train set, and they're here at the show showing it. You're going to tell me a little bit about it, Dara?
So the Crimson King is a small ship. It's in a box called the Valley Drifter. See, we can slow it down and speed it up with this. It can slow down and speed up. the red and black wire is for really long tracks for the power can't reach it, you can do it with the black and red wire around it for you can attach longer tracks.
So do you like playing with this?
Yeah.
Are you going to get more track and make it bigger?
Yes.
Yeah. And what's your favourite train?
Both of them, this one and the other one.
That one. You like the little trains. And who built the Lego Hogwarts Express?
It took a couple days to build it.
Yeah.
Well, my brother did most of the carriages.
Yeah.
And the train took long to build.
And are you enjoying the show? Did you get around to see all the other layouts?
The train.
So you are enjoying yourself. That's okay. Well, thanks for talking to me, guys. And I'll be putting this video up on YouTube, and you can watch it back. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye. So now we're going to have a look at some of the non-model railway displays that are here at the North Down Model Railway Society show. Here we have a display of dolls furniture. This is 1 to 12 scale. And you can see they've got some great detail here. Here we have a farm scene. This is 1 32nd scale. Table. I've got Anne here who's going to tell us a bit about the display here.
So this display is called Beyond the Coral Reef. So we have a coral reef which has got the deep sea on one side, which is dark in colour, and then as you go over onto the shore side it becomes much lighter and brighter and uses loads of different elements from various different genres of Lego. We then go into the shallow water and up onto the beach via the Avatar tree to the new jazz club and boutique hotel, passing the hidden side diner and ship. We have the fisherman's store going up to the A-frame house. And round the outside are various models of Creator 3-in-1 fish.
So how long did this take to build?
Well, each individual house probably took a little over a week, but then that wasn't full-time building. And then I've been working on the coral reef for about 3 months, gathering together the elements and then putting it together, then looking at it and then rejigging it. So we have dark and light, and then using different elements such as the parabolic elements to create jellyfish. So we have dark jellyfish over there, and some of them electric blue, and then on the other side we have lighter ones and yellow ones. So that's and a few interesting fish. And the orca here is chasing the fish down the deep sea channel, and there's a shark waiting at the other end to eat anything that's unwary. And I'm a member of brick.ie, who have a big show coming up in Dublin in July.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Anne.
Not at all.
So I'm here with Lorraine now from Miniature Buildings. Is that- Yeah, and she's going to talk us through what we can see here.
Okay, so this scale is 48 scale, and this street is Cobblestone Snicket. We buy the kits from Petite Properties and then put our own twist on them and just do all the work and landscaping of them. Again, up above we have Milled Pond, and I've used shaper sheet to make the rocks on it and then paint it and dry brush them. The castle along here, that's just been finished. It took 5 months to build, and again a kit, and then the bricks have been individually scribed, each one of them, with it was done with polyfill and then a darning needle and just made up. The dungeon, it's rocks done, broken up and used again to do the rock formation. We have the country hotel and annex, and again we love the landscaping. The trees have been made by ourselves as well. You've got different themed in the hotel. You've got the Macintosh dining room, you've got a retro bedroom, a Tudor bedroom, a Victoria bedroom, and Edwardian bedroom, and this is the bridal suite. And here we have Terry and Rose Gold, the bride and groom as well. If we move along, we've got the watchtower, and you can see there are figures there, and again, if you like the Monster family and the Addams family here, there's a girl, Sally Reader, and she does all our dolls for us. We commission them for. Now, if we look along here, this scale is a 76 scale, and that would be used for some of the railway things. This is, the kit comes from, we buy the kits from Petite Properties in England, and then we put them together. We decorate as we go along, and this is what it looks like when we're finished with adding to it. The last one, again, is another 76 scale kit as well, and again from Petite Properties. So,
all right. Thank you, Lorraine.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Here we have a selection of military models in various scales.
And the other thing about it is, I normally have 3 or 4 on the go at once. So I change between them so we don't get the boarding business on it. We do one, but they say, bring one over. They're all in different scales.
And here we have a display of planes by Aeromodellers. This is the Northern Ireland Association of Aeromodellers. So this is a display by Ard's Model Flying Club. You see various aircraft here, different scales, different styles. And shortly we'll be going to look at a model flying display they're going to put on in the gym here in the school. Here we have a selection of model aircraft that will be taking part in the flying display here at the show. If you want to know more about flying model aircraft, check out the Northern Ireland Association of Aeromodellers. I'll put a link to their website down below so you can check them out. But we'll come back later and we'll have a look at some of these flying. If you survived this long video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me. All the information and links will be down below. Don't forget to leave a comment. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.